Hello class, my name is Christopher Rockwell. This is my week 4 reflection video for MDF 3 term 1403. This week was really exciting. I was able to kind of reflect on some old JavaScript and jQuery, which has kind of been on my mind lately, as to if I've retained the knowledge like I had hoped to, and luckily I did. I was able to kind of look over some old projects and get a refresher and kind of hit this project, and had a lot of fun doing so. Let me kind of go through the application I did. Now it's fairly simple as far as the user interface and just what all it takes as far as the lines of code. But I think this application is very necessary. It's called owner info, because a lot of people actually do leave their devices in certain places. They might leave their phone or their iPad or tablet at a friend's house or at church, at work. I've actually had this experience, which kind of gave me the idea. But this application will kind of let if an honest person actually picks it up, they'll be able to know who the particular device belongs to. By open up the owner info application, which you want to place this on the immediate home screen or the lock screen, because I'm sure they'll kind of go through your device and kind of try to figure out who you are some kind of way. So seeing owner info as an application, I think, will kind of catch their eye. So let me kind of go off into the functionality. When you first open the application, you're presented with this screen. You're going to input your name, first name and last name, your address. I'm going to kind of put some dummy address and number here. Now I have this information image / button here. And what this does is kind of display information about the phone number, because you definitely want to choose an alternative number to be reached at if this is a mobile phone, because if you don't want to put the actual phone's number in there, because they won't be able to reach you because you've lost the actual device. So you definitely want to put an alternate number. That way they can reach your work, or they can reach your mom's phone, or they can reach your wife's phone, or husband, or whoever, to kind of let you know, hey, I have your device, where can we meet? They also, of course, you had an address, because they can maybe swing by and be like, well, here's so-and-so device, I want to drop it off for them, if you're not there. But it's kind of give the user general information on how to reach you. So if you click this, it'll close it. You can share the application via email or text message. Just kind of, getting somebody, hey, this is a neat app, you should go check it out. So hey, you should check out owner info in the Google Play Store. Kind of just sharing it with your friends. So I use an intent doing that. And of course you can save the info. Get the info saved, toast down there. And it's just a display page. And what I've actually done is, I'll demonstrate it later, but if I close this application out and reopen it, if I already have user information, it's going to go straight to this page instead of going to the home page. And then via edit, you'll go back and it'll populate what you have back into the input boxes. Now I do have some error handling. In this application, since I only have 4 fields that are very important, I believe, for this application, everything is pretty much required. First and last name, that way, they do take their device there, the person that takes it there is going to want to identify that person by, let me see your driver license. So you definitely want to have your government name, your first and last name in there. So if you don't have anything filled out, you're going to get, please enter your first name, or whatever field you have blank, you're going to get a error message. Please enter your first name, please enter your address. And then when you put it in there, it's going to narrow it down to just your address, which you still have blank. So I have my error handling going for it. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put the address back in there so I can demonstrate the fact that if you close this application out, you save it. Instead of going to the first page, you're going to go to the second page here. So let me close it out. And I'm going to relaunch it. As you can see, it actually launched in the second page. Then of course you can delete the data. Then if you were to relaunch the app, it'll go back to the first page, of course. Let's relaunch it. Since there's no data in the shared preferences, which that's exactly what I'm using to store my data. So this is, you're gonna just get the blank form again. Kind of go into a little bit of code. I don't want to go into too much. Let me go into the save data, because I think that's the core of what this is doing. Because I'm before I save the data, I'm actually checking to make sure I'm doing my validation, my error validation. So when you click the save button, you're gonna do the check data, which is over in the main.js. Then what it's doing is getting those 4 fields and checking for blank values, as you can see here in here. And then what's actually happening is I'm changing the border color, and I have the else here to change the border color back, if they correct that particular error. So I definitely want to have that there to kind of let them know, hey, this is what's working and this is what's not. So and then if it doesn't have any errors, I'm going to hide the error box, and then I'm going to move on to the save data, which is actually, as you can see here, my JS interface, which is back over here in my Android code. And then I'm going to, of course, do my shared preferences and save all that data. That's if everything is, because I have no errors. So by default, the errors are false. And then if I have an error, it's true. So if it's true, I'm going to show the errors and then set the errors back to false, just as a safety precaution. I always, kind of set it back. So that's just a little tidbit of my code there. Really enjoyed this week, like I said before. I think I don't really need much clarification this week. I was able to get everything implemented that I wanted to. I think hybrid applications definitely have a place in the market in mobile development as a whole, because some people have a wealth of knowledge in JavaScript, and they kind of want to go into Android and be able to do some functioning things, kind of just to make themselves feel more comfortable with the language. And I think somebody can make a full-fledged application just using the web view because of the hybrid application functionality. And I think they can do it pretty simple if they have just a general standard knowledge of Android, and they can have a wealth of knowledge of JavaScript and really make a dynamic application just by using web view. So I definitely think there's a place for it. I definitely would rather use native code, just because I feel more comfortable dealing with one language versus JavaScript and Android. But I had a lot of fun learning this. I probably definitely will use it in some cases. If I'm trying to make an application that has dynamic data, and definitely can update that data using the JavaScript and using the web view. So there's definitely a purpose for it. Hope y'all enjoyed this class and this week as much as I have. Had a lot of fun. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.